Hello everyone! Welcome to the latest episode of Hero Spotlight, featuring the revamped Courageous Blade, Lapu.
This land is our homeland, and it will soon be our burial ground.
Lapu is a fighter that has a dual fighting stance. With the flexibility to switch between twin blade stance and heavy sword stance, Lapu is the top of his class in terms of versatility. He can use his twin blades to harass his enemies from afar while acquiring dash skills. Or he can choose to be a close quarter combatant, gaining a variety of damage-dealing skills plus the crowd control ability. The dual fighting stance gives Lapu free reign to release his potential throughout the game. Twin Blade's first skill, Justice Blades. Lapu releases two boomerangs in the designated direction. Both boomerangs deal damage to enemies hit on their way out and back. A well-positioned cast of Justice Blades allows Lapu to hit the target up to 4 times with the boomerangs. Heavy Sword Stance first skill, Land Shaker. Lapu gathers strength with his heavy sword, during which enemies under the sword's shadow will be slowed. Then, Lapu strikes with his heavy sword in a designated direction, dealing physical damage to enemies hit and stunning them. Twin Blade stance second skill, Jungle Warrior. Lapu charges in a designated direction, slashing with his twin blades and dealing damage to the enemies on the path. Hitting multiple enemies using Jungle Warrior allows Lapu to quickly charge his passive, Bravery Blessing. Heavy Sword stance second skill, Storm Sword. Lapu whirls his heavy sword, dealing damage to nearby enemies. For each enemy hero hit, Lapu gains a certain proportion of damage reduction. Storm Sword is highly effective against the enemy crowd. The more enemies hit, the higher damage reduction Lapu will gain. Twin Blade stance ultimate, Bravest Fighter. Lapu leaps up in the air, combines his twin blades into one, and lands on the ground, dealing damage to enemies in the area and slowing them down. After which, Lapu enters the heavy sword stance with all his skills enhanced and basic attack damage increased. Bravest Fighter grants Lapu 5 times the Bravery Blessing compared to other skills. Heavy sword stance ultimate, Raging Slash. Lapu releases 3 continuous slashes forward with his heavy sword, during which Lapu is immune to control effects. Right after each slash, he is able to change his direction and slightly move. Raging Slash is Lapu's major damage source in the heavy sword stance. Although it has a relatively high skill cap, its damage output in a team fight is unmatched. Passive, Homeland Defender. Each time Lapu deals damage, he gains Bravery Blessing, halved from non-hero units. When reaching full stacks of Bravery Blessing, Lapu's next basic attack or Justice Blades will be enhanced, granting Lapu a shield. Pay good attention to Lapu's passive. When the bar is full, it's a good time to throw Lapu onto enemies or slow them down with Justice Blades. Lapu is laning against Layla. He quickly charges up his passive, Bravery Blessing, with his basic attacks. Then, Lapu casts Justice Blades to slow down Layla and switches to Heavy Sword Stance with Bravest Fighter. The enemy Guinevere and Sylvana have joined the fight. By casting Land Shaker, Lapu acquires the enhanced basic attack. Bye, Layla! Following up with Storm Sword, Lapu circles his opponent safely. And, at last, Lapu casts Raging Slash to put an end to the fight. Triple kill! Well, that's all for this episode of Hero Spotlight. For more gameplay and tactics of Lapu, stay tuned to Hero Academy and Road to Mythic. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.